Welcome to Betty's Cooking Channel. Today I'm going to be making a easy Southern keto chicken and dressing. I'm not making a chicken. I ended up buying a traditional chicken from Walmart. Like I said, this is going to be very easy. The only thing that you have to worry about is just making the cornbread, which is keto cornbread. This is a different recipe than I had last year. A lot of people like the recipe. It's out there on my channel. So I'll share the new version of my cornbread, okay? And I will also be cooking the cauliflower, which is here. This is so good. I have a ton of things to do today. I have it in the Instant Pot, so let me go ahead and turn it on. Set the cauliflower on steam for 5 minutes in the Instant Pot. So I let you see what it looks like. Okay, I'm gonna tell you what's in this bowl. I have 4 cups of almond flour. I have 4 tablespoons of oat fiber, 4 tablespoons of coconut flour, 1 teaspoon of sea salt, 1 packet of stevia, and 2 teaspoons of baking powder. I'm gonna add 4 eggs to this, and that's my cornbread. This is my newly developed cornbread, okay? I think you're gonna like it, okay? And if you don't like this one, there's another one on my cooking channel, so you can look that one up too. Both of them are really good. So let me just go ahead and finish this up. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and add the 2 teaspoons of baking powder. This is the non-aluminum baking powder. I ordered that off of Amazon. There should be a link below where you just go on Amazon and look for the non-aluminum baking powder. So I'm gonna go ahead and mix this up. Now I'm gonna go ahead and add my 4 eggs. I decided that I would make this right before Thanksgiving. That way some of you might want to prepare this chicken and dressing. So this is avocado oil. I'm gonna add about 4 tablespoons. I'm gonna also add it to my skillet as well. And let me just get this mixed up. I'm using a fork, but you can use the mixer if you like. It's up to you. And if it's a little dry, you can add some water to it. I'm gonna add about a 1/4 cup of water. Okay, here's the 1/4 cup of water. I'll mix it. I didn't add all of it in there yet, but just I'm gonna mix it up and see how it looks. And we'll go ahead and add the rest of it in here. And see how it looked, the consistency of it. It's not real loose. It looks like cornbread. So now what I'm gonna do is heat up my New Wave stovetop. Okay, I got the 1 stick of butter in there and a bay leaf. I'm gonna go ahead and pour vegetables in here. This is the bell pepper, onion, and 2 garlic cloves. I didn't mention that earlier. Oh, and wow, it smells so good in here. Let me get all this goodness out of this food processor. Ooh, that looks so good, smells so good. smells so good. Ooh. Ooh, that looks so good. And it smells delicious. These are the spices I'm going to add. I have thyme, which I'm going to do about a half teaspoon of thyme. 1 teaspoon poultry seasoning. 1 teaspoon of sage. There we go. And 1 teaspoon of basil. That's back in there. Okay, there we go. So if you make this dressing, I tell you, if you let it stay in the refrigerator until Thanksgiving, or freeze it and cook it and just warm it up for Thanksgiving, all the flavors are really intense. I mean, it's so good. It's good on the first day, but usually when I do Thanksgiving, I usually do it my dressing a couple of days before Thanksgiving. So while my cornbread is still in the oven, I'm just making my stock for the dressing. And remember, this time I didn't make homemade. This is supposed to be an easy recipe for you guys. I'm gonna let that saute a little bit more, but I'm gonna add my chicken broth to it. I have real sage outside in my flower garden. It grows year round. That's a beautiful thing. What I do, sometimes I have sage tea and mint tea. Okay, I just took the cornbread out of the oven. It looks beautiful, golden brown. I mean, it just looked awesome. So while the cornbread was cooking, I made the vegetables for the cornbread dressing. I'm gonna start on my meatloaf and get that started. But let me give you a close-up picture of the cornbread. See how nice it looks? The cornbread has cooled off, and cut a couple slices off of it. What I'm gonna do now is crumble it and place it in another pan so I can mix the vegetables with it, okay? Okay, I have cut the bread up, and I'm gonna go ahead and crumble it into this pan here. I'll let it cool off some, but it's still warm in certain sections. But it's not too hot for me to handle it. I'm used to touching hot things. Just get the knife here. It even feels like cornbread. I've been making cornbread dressing for so many years for Thanksgiving. We used to have all the Thanksgiving dinners here, but this year we won't have one here. Last year there's some videos out there where I did, I think it's 5 videos that I did cooking Thanksgiving dinner and also showing you the dinner party. So take a look at that if you want to watch that. I go through the keto recipes, and I made ribs, chicken, sausages on the grill. It was such a beautiful day last year, and we didn't even know about the COVID-19 then. We had a house full of people. We had a great time. This year we're gonna have a great time. It's just gonna be the 2 of us. We have enough food because this is about the size of dressing I make every year. So it's definitely enough. Oh, that piece is really hot. Okay, we'll get all the crumbs out of the skillet and add them. I love my cast iron skillet. That fell on the floor. I love this pan as well. You can get this one on Amazon. Okay. it is. It's ready for the stock I made. Let me pick up this knife and put it in the sink. Cauliflower is ready. I deal with that later, probably off camera, when I make my cauliflower mashed potatoes. Ooh, that looks good. All that butter goodness in there. I didn't add any black pepper, and I need to do that now while I'm thinking about it. Okay, let me mix this up. Let me mix up this dressing. Put all of the vegetables and everything in here. It's gonna be delicious. And I'm gonna put that back. It has the butter in here, which is a whole stick, and this dressing probably will feed probably about 8 people, but like I said earlier, I'm gonna freeze it so that we can have it at another time, maybe even at Christmas time. I won't have to do any of this work, because last year I did a turkey, but this year I'm not doing a turkey. You can watch the videos. I have plenty of, I have a turkey, whole turkey, and I have a whole turkey I made last year. My son and his wife, Garrison, were here last year for Thanksgiving, along with all my sisters and brother-in-laws. So we had a great time, and you can see that on the videos. Okay, I think I'm gonna use probably half of this chicken stock. Oh, and it's looking really good. Really good. Smells good too. So this is an easy Thanksgiving dinner, or when you want to make a quick chicken and dressing, this is the one. You know, make that cornbread, keto cornbread, and you won't have to worry about carbs. You know, a lot of carbs. There's carbs in the coconut flour and the almond flour, but there's no carbs in the oat fiber. So that's a great product that will bulk up your food and make it taste like bread, really. To me, that's why I use it. So if you're looking for oat fiber, you wanna click on the link that I have provided for you in my description box, because it's about the cheapest place I have ever found. So, you know, take a look. You know, if you look elsewhere, you're paying quite a bit for oat fiber. And I use it in a lot of my cooking, baking recipes. And so this is a recipe that I developed because I love Southern cornbread dressing. And this is a good one. You have to try it, okay? I usually add some butter on top, but I'm not gonna do that this time. I'm gonna leave it just the way it is. It's looking good. I'm gonna go ahead and place it in a 350 degrees for 1 hour, okay? So let me show you what it looks like. That looks good. So let me go ahead and do my thing. Ground beef in this bowl here. I'm gonna add 2 tablespoons of Worcestershire and 1 tablespoon of teriyaki sauce. I have 1 whole bell pepper, 1/3 of an onion, 2 garlic cloves, and 2 stalks of celery. This is going into my meatloaf today. Again, this will probably not be posted right away on my website, but I will get around to doing that. The only thing will be posted right away is the dressing. I just added the vegetables to the bowl here. I'm gonna add a little basil and thyme, 1 teaspoon of basil and 1 teaspoon of thyme. And then I'm gonna add probably 3 leaves of sage in here since it's Thanksgiving. Okay, I'm gonna cut 3 leaves of sage off my sage plant here, and I'm gonna add it to the meatloaf. And the remainder of it, I'm gonna make tea, okay? I just dropped one. Okay, so let me go back inside so I can add this to my meatloaf. I'm gonna add 3 leaves. Oh, I left one over there, but let me just chop this up and I will go get the other one. It's gonna be in the meatloaf. Okay, let me grab the other leaf. Just cut that out finally with my scissors here. And right now the cauliflower is ready. I'm gonna add half a teaspoon because the Worcestershire sauce and the teriyaki sauce has some salt in it. So I'm gonna just add about a half a teaspoon. Okay, there we go. Now let me mix it with my hand. That's the best tool. This is going to be a really juicy meatloaf, and this is what it looks like. I'm gonna go ahead and grab the pan that I'm gonna cook it in. This is the pan I'm gonna bake it in. Everything is mixed really well. This is 1 pound of ground beef. I'm gonna pack it in there. This will go in the oven for 350 degrees for 1 hour. I'm gonna go ahead and add the ketchup on the top of it. Go ahead and do that. I gotta clean up my workstation over here. Come on. There we go. Drip, drip, drip. Come on in. Come on. Come on out of there. Okay, this is sugar-free ketchup. So it looks good on there. So I'm gonna go ahead and place it in the oven. While it's cooking, I'm gonna start working on my green beans. Start working on my green beans here. Wash them and get those started. Oh, I just finished steaming the cauliflower. It looks great. And it's ready, it's hot. It looks really delicious and it smells delicious. So let me just place it on the counter here. Let me put my muffins in the oven, and dinner is almost ready. I just got to make my cauliflower potatoes, okay? All right. Here is the cauliflower mashed potatoes. I got the meatloaf in my New Wave oven over there. And I can see it's smoking a little bit. I'm gonna go ahead and add a little water to the container at the bottom. They don't say this in the book, but I find that when I add water here in the bottom of this pan, it's easier for me to clean that tray. So that's why I do it when I cook in the oven here. In my other oven, I have my muffins in that oven, so that would be everything. So I'm gonna show you everything that I cooked today, along with the chicken I bought from from Walmart. All right. Just so you know, I have my meatloaf in my new way here, and then I have my muffins in the other oven. So as soon as the meatloaf and the muffins are ready, dinner is ready. I'm not going to have cranberry sauce this time. I made it last year, so there's a video out there for that. So I will show you everything that we're going to have for dinner today. So keep watching. I got a little warm in the kitchen here because it's pretty warm outside. So cooking, it always makes me a little hot. Okay, so keep watching. I'll share with you everything I made today. That's my naked catfish. I fried up. See how pretty it looks? And I marinated it for about 30 minutes in some salt and pepper. And this is my cauliflower mashed potatoes, my green beans, the dressing, meatloaf. I'm gonna drain that oil off of there. It's really hot right now. I didn't cook this, but this is a chicken from Walmart. It looks delicious. It's called a traditional chicken. I'm gonna go ahead and taste the dressing because this video is all about the dressing. Okay, let me taste that. Okay, here we go. That is very good. It's so nice and moist. Seasoned just right. Let me taste the butter. And this is my naked fish. It's so crunchy. And it's so good. I don't miss the cornbread at all. This video, like, subscribe, comment, and share this video with your friends and family. Have a wonderful day.